guys, welcome back to Keys Customs. I hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope y'all are having fun with your hot rod projects. I want to show y'all something. Y'all look at this beautiful day. This is a beautiful day. It's Friday, it's about noon, and it's just gorgeous, y'all. All right, guys. Instead of unloading that right now, me and Bob are gonna take its cousin and go get some lunch because it's like 12 and we're hungry.
Let's see about the start. Think of the start.
It should fire right up. Go kill the lights in the shop. We're gonna run and grab a bite to eat real quick. We'll be back. Me and Bob went and had lunch, come back and unloaded the Model A. I wish we had the camera set up because that was kind of funny. I just steered it and rode it all the way down, but I threw it in gear. And I told Bob, I think the motor tried to turn over. So when we got it pushed off, we put it in gear and rocked the car. And he's seen the crankshaft turn. So, just for fun, I say let's throw a battery in this thing, see if the starter's any good, and see if it'll try to turn over. Good Lord. That thing is just as heavy as a big 12-volt battery, y'all. Are you gonna fit? Don't know if you're gonna fit. Nope, you're thinking about it though, ain't you?
I guess it's jumping on the starter right here anyway.
Yeah. I'll just pull that battery cable up there and I'll build us a ground real quick. Did that one look bad that you pulled out?
This one?
Yeah.
No, it looked like brand new.
Really? Oh yeah, a little bit of cleaning.
A little cleaning up.
A little sandpaper.
Hadn't been in there long. Got the number on it. W10.
You
gonna call parts house.
Yes.
Maybe check the compression on it first, see if we're trying to start it.
Yeah, let's see if it'll turn over.
Hey man, it's got clean oil in it. Well, it's kind of clean.
Well, having oil is a plus.
Yeah, got good oil in it. Don't look too bad.
No?
Can't see. The valve, the piston's way over there, so it's kind of hard to see.
Right.
That's way down in there, I can't even get to it. It ain't all rusted up though.
That's a plus.
That's that one. This ain't run. Bet you it's got compression. Well, the valves ain't. If the valves ain't stuck.
Got a cracked head on it. See it right there?
Sure does. How do you get me one of them? And all the stuff I got and all the stuff I do, I don't have a star button like that.
Really? This is about my second or third one. Contact. Oh, lost connection. Stay on.
It's spinning.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You got a compression gauge to put that hole?
I don't know. I don't think so. might have to dig for an adapter.
You got one with a rubber end on it?
No, sir. Mine screws in. A little 90 weight never hurt nothing.
You got no compression.
No compression.
Valve probably stuck on it.
Yep.
Nada.
Well done.
But it spins over, guys. If you need a Model A motor that's not stuck, there's one right there.
Yes. I don't know if they're worth anything, but if somebody would like to have it, you're more than welcome to it. Because I don't know anything about them, and I ain't going to put the time or the effort to get it to run. Well, I'm sorry, girl. We was hoping to kind of fire you up.
Hey, we can fix it. Put that in.
Yes.
That'll make it go down the road right there.
Exactly. I wonder how wide the frame rails are on this thing.
Why you want to know that?
Well, you see that bar on front of that Hemi?
Oh. I don't think it's that wide. I don't think so. I think they're like 22 inside or something like that. But you got to torch a welder, you can make a new bar.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if that even work. Well, it might would. But the big question is it going to... You might have to cut your firewall out and turn around like I done a dirty job.
Yeah. Probably.
Or modify it, extremely modify it.
Look at that. Do it again. We got.
You rolling?
Yeah. Check that out.
Here we come.
I think it's pretty bright. Well, since the little motor ain't got no compression, ain't use in trying to crank it or put any time or money into it because we're not going to run it anyway. So we put it on the lift. Check it out, y'all. Frame seems to be in good shape. If I had the money, I would buy one of those aftermarket Cool Daddy frames. But instead, I'm going to order a set of boxing plates or build some. And I'm going to go to Rat Rod Bob School. That way.
School of Rat Rodology.
Yeah. I had it wrong. I'm sorry. I had it backwards. But anyway, get Jennifer down here when she gets off work. Let her clean all this stuff out. Plywood falling through the floor. Get all this junk out of it. Might even go ahead and pull the motor and the transmission. So, Bob says them right there are shocks. Yeah, we'll go ahead and trim all that out. Get all that junk out the inside. Get the bumpers off of it. I think Nick wants that 16-inch tire. Pull the fenders off of it and see how bad it is back in there, which it don't look terrible. Huh. Pretty cool though. Pretty neat how they designed and built stuff back in the 30s, 20s and 30s. This old car could talk. There ain't no telling what kind of stories it could tell us, Mr. Bob.
No telling. Wonder if it ever run any moonshine. Probably not. It's too good a shape.
Hey.
And then again, maybe that's why I don't have no compressor. They might run it in the ground.
Right. How many cubic inches was those four-cylinders?
I don't know. They probably made 30, 40 horsepower on a good day. I don't know. Not much. I think they said you could get them up to 50 miles an hour without blowing a head gasket.
Downhill, wide open, huh?
Yeah. About 50 miles an hour at the top speed. Very top.
I don't know what to do with all the parts I'm going to take off of it. I guess I'll pile them up somewhere and see if somebody needs them or can use them or if they're worth reusing. I don't know. I don't have a clue. So.
I think you ought to put them on the marketplace, sell them to the highest bidder. Get some dollars. Some more dollars, buy more parts.
That fender's got some cancer in her right there, some right there. Yeah, probably gonna take the fenders off tomorrow. So.
Being the suspension is tied into the engine and transmission. If you're gonna keep it a roller, you might want to leave the motor and transmission in it till you get ready to unroll it.
See now. Yep.
Yep. Wishbones tied into the bell housing.
Oh, it's got one of them dry shaft tubes, don't it? Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the drive shaft's inside of that.
Alrighty. Learning something new every day about this stuff. I'll say hi to Jennifer. She's down at the shop now.
Hi.
The little motor's not locked up. It spins over.
No. Oh.
Yep.
So you can drive it in the yard?
I put a battery in it.
Is it
and,
crank?
It spins over. But I can't crank it.
Why?
Because it ain't got no freaking compression. So the valves must be hung open, some of them. But it spins over really, really good.
Well, good. We can be riding by tonight.
No, I'm not investing no time or money in that little four-cylinder. So if you don't want that little cute flathead four-cylinder for decor, I'm going to offer it to somebody.
Okay.
So do you want the coffee table or not?
I do.
I have a four-cylinder.
I don't care what it's out of.
It's old, cool looking.
Okay.
All right, so here's some rust right here.
Yeah, there's. What is that? Okay.
Yeah, see, that's the floor hanging out.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, we're going to cut all the floor and the bracing out of it anyway to build our own subframe to mount it back to the body. Same thing that most people do that build these cars, and Bob had to do it to Dirty John out there.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of cool things about this thing that Bob's been showing me. Like this right here,
So what's this?
that's where the battery goes.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. This is the battery box or tray.
Is it going to stay there?
No,
Okay.
there's the little battery come out of it. See it?
Oh.
It's a 6-volt battery.
It's cute. It's still cold.
Yeah, this was before things were 12 volt.
Okay.
And so these rods right here, these work the brakes.
Oh, boy.
And I accidentally had the lift on this one a while ago. And I couldn't figure out why the doggone wheel wouldn't turn. That rod had that, I don't know what you call that arm. It's kind of like a big truck, kind of like a, when the brakes cam over or whatever. But anyway, it had that pull and that was locked up. So they actually still work.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And this wishbone's bolted to the transmission, which keeps the axle straight and from moving around. And these are not OEM shocks. Somebody welded these brackets. Let me go to this side. They welded this bracket right here to the axle, and they welded this funky mount to the frame, so it has modern shocks on the front. But we're gonna cut all that off.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. Everything up under here is going.
Okay.
Yeah, even this custom exhaust. I mean, where's the other piece of pipe at? Oh, it's not even. Yeah, it's not even on there. Okay, just a manifold there. So, you want a sedan, right?
No, I changed my mind.
All right, let's get off flip, put it on Facebook Marketplace, or haul it back to Newberg.
Well, no. Yeah, I like them better than I do the coupes. Got more room for stuff.
Okay. Well, we gotta get a plan here. That's the reason I hadn't blew this thing apart.
Okay.
All right, so you do or don't want fenders?
I don't think I do. I always thought I would, but because I always thought they were pretty with fenders, but after seeing everybody else's without them, I think it looks sportier.
But you want it low.
I mean, I don't want it to hang on everything, no, but I mean, I want it like Mr. Bob's.
So you kind of want Bob's ride height, and you don't want any fenders.
No, I don't guess, no. I mean, I don't want to get rid of them, let's keep them.
Well, I'm fixing to torch all the bolts off of them because they've been in here for 90 years, and well,
I kind of like them with no fenders because you can see the tires real good. And
so you want big steel wheels with big white walls.
Mm-hmm.
And you want red wheels
Mm-hmm.
with like little chrome trim rings and hubcap.
Mm-hmm. I like the red wheels.
But
I want big white walls regardless of what color the wheels are.
so we're not diving off into this thing completely right now because we gotta get Dorothy back together,
Yes.
and I want to get your 55 moving along a little further. So you kind of want this ride height,
Yeah.
and you like this chop. I can't remember what Bob chopped this thing. If it was 4 or 5 inches.
I think this it right here. Where you put it back together.
Yeah, but you have to cut it twice and then move it down, massage everything, and weld it in. So between Bob and Brian and John and Paul, I can do all the welding and fab work. I just need to know. I need some of them guys that's already done it a few times to help me chop it, to mark it, to lay it
Kind of
out.
scary.
Yeah. You know,
I mean, what if you don't get it square?
measure 39 times and cut 1 time. So,
Okay.
but Dirty John here is the cousin to your car. So, but I guess what I'm getting at, before I go to taking everything apart, I'm trying to get an idea of what you're going to want and what you like.
I looked at a bunch of pictures. I mean, I like them with fenders too, but I think I would like it better without.
These fenders are not in the best of shape.
Yeah, I saw they look kind of rough.
Yeah, there's more rust in the fenders than there is anywhere on the car. Except for that little floor back there, but we're losing that anyway in the bottom of this door. And this here won't be a major fix. Cut it out, clean it, treat it with POR 15, and I'll weld it up real nice and grind it down. Now, do you want to paint it or leave this original patina paint on here?
I don't know.
All right, well, that's a long ways out.
Right.
So I'm just trying to get a feel of what you're
I mean, I would
going
like
for.
it to have a patina look to it. I mean, I don't want like shiny.
Well, we can always shoot it in some red primer when it comes time. And
Cool.
yeah, that's the old vinyl top.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but we could always shoot it in some red primer and then shoot it with some black, and then I could DA it and let the red fade through in some spots.
Then we can sweet patina it.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yep, there's the back seat in there. There's a wood frame.
How cute! Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm going to be working on,
Or we could not put a seat at all and just have more room for all of our junk to go.
well, if you do run a seat, it's going to be a small seat because we got to have room for a gas tank back there.
Oh, well then, yeah. Let me just take it out then. I forgot there's on the trunk like the coupes have.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just going to be me and my son anyway, so. We can still put our junk back there if we have to.
All right. Well, everything that you pull out, minus the rotten wood all around the sides, just pile up right over here. Like right here next to the
Boat stuff?
bellows off the boat motor. And we'll sort through it, and somebody might need it or want it or for their project.
Okay.
I gotta get right here for a minute.
Wanda. A bullet hole? It's a bullet hole. Oh my gosh, we have to keep that.
Bullet hole.
It sure is. Wish I tell him what happened in this thing.
Well, either a young man run off with a farmer's daughter and the farmer wasn't a very good shot, or somebody was running moonshine,
Moonshine. We're gonna go with moonshine. That sounds more fun.
or it was sitting in a field and been sitting there for 40 years and somebody missed a big buck and the car was on the other side of the deer.
But where'd it come out at?
Oh, you can see it.
I mean, where'd it come out inside the car?
Well, let's look through the hole. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we looked through the hole. Where did it go? If you look dead through this hole, oh gosh, there's the other hole.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
You making that up?
yeah, I.
Oh, look at that.
You got rolling windows.
I know, that's awesome.
Surely you can buy that stuff. Oh, this thing, your door latch works. This always confuses me
Yeah.
because you would think you'd go, but no, you do this.
Oh yeah, I'd mess that up. I'd be trying to
Yeah,
do
I'll
it
be like,
sideways.
it's locked, it's
Yeah.
locked. But you just pull up on it. All right.
Tear up your soul?
No, I was just seeing how much life was left in the blade.
Not much now.
Those things they're on there. Huh. Probably gonna wish I would just torched a lot of this. Turn the torch down low and just cut the heads off, but then the wood catch on fire.
Yeah.
Already smells like a burnt house inside.
Well, whenever you was cutting that bumper off earlier, there's a little pile of pine straw in the bed of it. It started smoking. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, really?
So I had to put it out with my foot. Yeah.
Well, I just want to get all of this out and get the whole shell cleaned up because it's going to be a while before we start on it, but I don't want the wood to get damp and, oh, okay, no, sorry. Maybe the drawing. Oh yeah, all right.
Maybe you get that piece that I've been working on for an
Um,
hour. I think the little nails in the side are holding on there.
but I don't want the wood to get wet and stay damp and rust the car. Because the car's in good shape. I mean, it's everything that we're going to use, minus the floor, it's all in good shape. I got to get this thing off right here, too. Well, that's the drip rail, and it's nailed. And I want to get all these little nails out of here.
Yeah.
If we decide to run the drip rails, I don't know if people run them or not. I'm sure if they're original they do, but making a hot rod out of it, I can just weld all that back real nice and slick it up. Yeah, that's the plan. No more wood, no more bolts. I'm going to do my best to frame all this structure back, which it won't take near the amount of wood, but with like tubing and some small angle iron and build it some support, and that way it'll be stable and strong and don't have to worry about this.
What you doing?
Measuring to see.
Did it fit?
Well, they make a small block or big block Chevrolet water pump conversion, and I don't know how much further it's going to sit in compared to this stock one. So that's 28 inches roughly.
What is it, 18?
26.
Okay.
So looks like we'll be cutting the firewall out of it. I think you can flip them around and put them back in. So much for setting the Hemi in there for looks. But anyway, she's a cool car.
Oh, yeah.
Alright guys, bolt cutters, sawzall, cutoff wheel is your friend. I've got everything out except for 2 pieces of wood, 3 pieces of wood. So the piece that runs in here, I hadn't got out on both sides, and that piece across the back. So in the morning, after we have our cup of coffee and a little bit of breakfast, we'll ease on back down here. We'll try to get all this out. And Jennifer gets to get on the shop vac.
Yeah.
Clean and sweet. Oh, we've got to take that back seat, that wooden back seat thing out.
Oh, yeah.
But it's solid. Everything's real solid. Anyway, all right, let's shut it down for tonight. Go get a shower. I'm hungry. You hungry?
Yes, I am. My stomach's growling. I'm surprised you didn't hear it.
All right, guys. Kill the power and lock her up, and we will see y'all in the morning. All right, guys. It's the next morning. We're going to finish getting a few pieces of wood out, get all that cleaned out, blowed out, vacuumed out. We'll raise it up, and everything that fell through the floor, we'll just sweep it up in a pile. Because there's tons of little bitty nails.
Oh, yeah.
Don't need a bunch of flats around here, so we'll have to get it all picked up. Hey, do me a favor.
Okay.
See if you can zoom in on these headlights, like from this angle. I mean, I know it looks like one of those 50s and 60s bra, like rocket boobs or whatever. But they they say that
That's his new name, Rocket Boob.
yeah, they say that I can't remember if Nick or Newbern told me they don't think these headlights come on this car. This is
Really?
a different year model, but they're
Well, I
very
like 'em.
they're very cool. So Maybe somebody can tell us what they come off of. Let me see what this says up here. It says
Headlamp.
oh, it's made in. I need your reading glasses. Where they at?
I don't have them with me.
What does that say, dude?
That one's been, this one right here's been brushed off.
Has it?
Yeah, there's no, it's smooth.
Oh, I thought you meant like it was clean enough you could read it.
No, I mean like there's nothing on it. So that says, I can read the number.
Hang on, we're getting somewhere.
682J.
682-J.
8
Dash.
LC.
That's L-O.
That's an O?
Yeah. 8-L-O. See the little. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're cool. And me and Bob hooked this one up yesterday and it worked.
Okay.
So they're worth taking apart and freshening up and reusing. I don't know.
Horn.
Huh?
I like the horn.
Yeah, I took it apart. Bob hooked some wires up to it and I took the back off of it and it's all rusty and yeah, it's nasty. So it'll have to be rebuilt, restored. But if we take the fenders off, do we bolt the headlights to here? I mean, is this? No, that's not strong enough to hold those headlights.
I have no idea. How is Bob's put on?
Well,
He's got a little arm that comes up
yeah.
and mounts his.
Well, I've seen them different ways, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We always figure it out. We'll figure it out. You know what?
What?
We'll figure it out.
I hope so.
There's a little dent right there.
I think the little grill's my favorite part.
Really?
Yep. I guess because it's so shiny and the Ford is so pretty in it. I mean, it looks new, so.
Okay. All right. Let's get all that dug out, cleaned out, and I'm going to try to, some of this right in here, I'm going to try to clean up and put a little tack to hold it all in place because we're just taking everything loose. It's kind of getting floppy, loosey.
Yeah.
Loosey goosey, floppy, loosey. We gotta finish getting that rain gutter off there too. God almighty, there's 900 million nails in there. And it just don't, you think it would just come right off?
It's back when things were built good.
Yeah. And in my head, I'm like, oh, nails ain't gonna hold nothing. Well, they're holding that to the point that the roof is trying to come off. All right, guys. Y'all hang out with us. We're gonna, yeah, y'all just hang out with us. We'll see how it goes. I thought this wood was just gonna knock right out. But now I've took the skill saw and split it, drilled a bunch of holes in it, trying to make it easy to break out. Because these 9 million little bitty nails,
Yeah.
should have just got all the nails out.
Yeah.
But you can't get nothing on them because a lot of the heads are broke off. This went way easier in my head. I'm tired.
You look tired.
Look how many tools it takes to get the wood up.
Huh?
But I found me a process.
Alright.
I drill speed holes in it and just leave it.
Okay.
Take my lady finger. This wood was some good wood.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll start down here. Good Lord. This is the most solid piece in the whole car. Whew. See now why it took so long?
I do.
These were boogers.
Yeah. piece I did on this side that I never conquered. It was horrible.
Well, the bottom of it wasn't that bad, and the top of it wasn't that bad because it was rotted. But if you can never get it to bust up, it'll go pretty easy.
What kind of wood is that? Is it like oak or something?
I don't know, but I really didn't think this was going to take this long, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna run down there tonight and we're gonna pull this wood out.
Well, after seeing all this and how it was just crumbling, I was just like,
We've been down here for 3 hours already.
Yeah, I know.
Today.
So I was like, oh yeah, we won't have.
Well, surprised you didn't get the torch and just burn it up.
Oh, I thought about it. Trust me. I thought about it. I got you a bigger hole to sweep stuff out of.
I see that.
Thinking about leaving this in here for right now. It'll hold everything in place till we can take measurements and build a subfloor. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do is run me a piece of angle iron in here, bend it right here, and run it all the way to the front. That way I can weld it along this edge, and when I weld this seam up, I can spot weld it to the angle iron so far. It'll add some strength to it. We're going to have to sweep and blow really, really good shop floor because these little nails are going to be everywhere. Alright guys, look at that freaking mess. Some of it was easy, but some of it was a pain in the butt. Good Lord. Holy moly. I thought all that stuff was going to be rotten and just come right on out. It did not want to come right on out. I took the plasma cutter and trimmed the floor out, what was left of it. I left some of these cross braces where I can reference body mounts. That way, when I go to building the subfloor, I'll kind of know where to put things back. And yeah, there's one right there. But anyway, all the wood's out. Most of all the nails are out. And she is determined on me pulling these fenders off. So I'm just gonna clean up this mess that I'm walking on right now. And I'm gonna take the fenders off. Oh yeah, Dylan's working on his F100 frame. He's just to notch out his frame and put those, do you call those boxing plates?
I think so.
You think so?
I don't know what the technical name for them is. The little bolt things.
Bolt things? I guess they're Crown Vic mounts because they got the tubes in them. Who was this kit by? It's been what, over a year ago since you ordered that?
Mm-hmm. I think it was Gateway.
Oh yeah, Gateway Mustangs, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even put their. Oh, here, open it up where I can see. I go to the main page. Yeah. Gateway Performance Suspension, 65 to 79 Crown Vic installation instructions. That's a pretty red bump on there. I wish I had one of those. Oh wait, I do. But anyway, he's going to be moving forward on this, and I'm going to work on this. So we will be back. if the Lord don't call us home before then. Well, Frank's been pushed out to pasture. Dylan had to go. You got it trimmed out though. He's gonna come back tomorrow and we'll weld all that in. Alright guys, finally got these fenders off. My gosh, what a pain in the butt. They finally come loose and I flipped them off the rack. One fell, hit Jennifer in the head. She's in the hospital. Gotta have brain surgery. Just kidding. She's in the shop. Anyway, I'm tired, y'all. I'm about whooped. I thought these Model A's supposed to be simple. And I guess they were if they were real nice cars that had been in storage or a museum their whole life. But this one has not. Starting to look like a cool car though. I'm gonna get the torch. Get those rivets out, get them knocked out, and get them mounts to those fenders and steps off. And I'm gonna take these homemade shop brackets off because I don't like them. They're ugly, they look stupid. And probably gonna be about it for tonight. Put the wheels back on it, get it down, and I guess I'll reevaluate. Start making me a list. Start doing some frame research. Because this thing's going to have to be channeled and chopped to go for the look that Jennifer wants. I had to plasma cut the heads of those bolts off to get all those steps off. Man, those things were a pain in the butt. Total pain in the butt. But anyway, frame's in good shape. The body's in good shape. The fenders are not so good. I mean, I guess they're reusable if somebody wanted to cut and patch on them. They got holes in them and rust holes in them and a couple bent up spots. Let's see if I can show y'all. So, yeah, there's a rust hole right there. The floorboards are weak. And that side's weak also. This rear fender's been repaired. And I think one front fender, is it this side? Yep, right here. It's been repaired. So, anyway, I guess it'd be decent if somebody wanted to spend a little time on a little welding and a little grinding. Get them looking decent for their project. Maybe a rat rod. I don't know. But anyway, let me get back in here, get this torch fired off, and get these brackets off and get this thing on the ground. That way I can really take a look at it. Alright, let me cool off for a minute and I'll come back and dress all this up. But I need to get them rivets out of those supports for those fenders or side steps or whatever you want to call them.
Those things hanging out
Yeah,
that we're laying on.
yeah. They're not bolted on, they're riveted on. So I'll just blow the heads of them off, knock them out with a punch.
about this thing right here?
That's the motor mount.
Oh, okay.
It's a combination of, with that rod being bowed right there, this brake is locked up. So the daggum brakes work on it. I hadn't even mashed pedal. This is transmission mount, rear motor mount, all in one, because it's got motor mounts up front, so it's a combination of both. So we can't take that off now. Once we pull the motor, we can. But if we wind up using this frame, I want to weld up all the holes that's going to be in it, and then we'll box it in, and we'll have to build new motor mounts for the Hemi anyway.
What does boxing it in mean?
We'll plate the inside of it, and it'll make the frame stronger, more rigid. So if you want to do a cool burnout, you can. But it looks cool.
Yeah, I think it looks better.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I like fenders, but I just think it looks cleaner this way. Those fenders aren't in the greatest shape.
I guess the only part that depressed me was removing this light bar.
I know, that's my favorite part, that and the grill.
So, but we can incorporate light mount into whatever shop bracket that we make. That way they'll sit right here,
How does Bob's attach out there?
like that. He built his own mount.
So they're not attached to the radiator?
No. He made a cool bracket, run his shock too, and then on top is a little stand for his lights. And we tested one of those lights, it works.
Yeah.
So we could take them apart and rewire them and make them.
I like them the way they look.
Yeah,
I mean,
lots of moves.
I like, yeah. I like the patina of them.
So, let me get these off and get all this junk dressed up. The fenders were held on better than the body.
Mm-hmm.
Because the bumper was here, the centerpiece was here, and the fenders were bolted down through here, all the way down that frame rail. So I'm guessing when they built these things, and I'm sure we can find a YouTube video, is they put the motor and transmission, and they put the fenders on next, and then set the body down.
They were definitely on there.
Yes. Nearly 3 hours of fighting them.
I thought it was longer
Excuse me.
than that.
Well, I was bouncing back helping Dylan on his frame. So. All right. Let me find me a punch and a hammer. Get around here and get these off. And then we'll let it down and see what it's going to look like.
All right. Okay, so Wesley said I can use the wheels and tires off this trailer, put on the Model A until we get something else. He's going to put the original tires back on the trailer and just get some new tires for them. So I've got it jacked up and I've got most of the center caps off. I'm going to get this last one off and then I'm going to try to change them out all by myself. Well, guys, I
put the original wheels back on the trailer. Well, they're not original to the trailer, but that's what was on it when I bought it. They're like 78, 79 Lariat wheels off a Ford truck. I'm gonna order some new tires for it and polish some wheels. I think I got some new center caps. And do a little welding, a little tweaking on this thing. Probably put a little small winch up front, and I'm gonna go ahead and sandblast and paint this thing. Because when me and Jennifer pulled it to Georgia, that's the furthest I've ever pulled it, and I hadn't used it a whole lot because those tires are crap, and that's the reason I put the steel wheels on there, because they had new tires. But I like this little trailer. It pulls good, it does good. You can't put a truck on it, but it's perfect for a muscle car, a little hot rod. But I've had this thing for probably about 8 or 9 years, and it's time to bring her up to par. Get her to match the old bump side F100 there. But anyway, since we put these tires and wheels back on, Jennifer has stole other tires and wheels, and she has put them on her high boy. That's what it looks like. It looks like a high boy. A little SOS pad on them old wheels made them look pretty cool. Even put a little armor all on the tires. Hey, that's how we roll around here. You like it?
Yeah, but it's like a little roller skate right now. I want it to look more mobster.
Yeah, well, it's coming.
It looks like a roller skate back here.
Yeah, it's way too high.
Yeah.
Need to chop the top.
But I like the fenders off.
Need to lower the altitude of it, get it lower to the ground. And this hood is in really, really good shape. But we're not going to be able to run it, y'all. Not with that Hemi. That Hemi's going to be too wide. And I don't want to notch the hood. And I don't want to hide the Hemi. So that might become wall art, or somebody might need one, and we'll sell it to them to help fund Jennifer's new high boy. It looks like a little four-wheel drive. What'd you call it?
Roller skate.
Kind of looks like a pregnant roller skate.
It's like the back of a roller skate where it comes up your
Wasn't there a cartoon that had something like this on it?
I don't know.
But this body's in good shape, y'all. I mean, there was some rust in the cross members, and that didn't bother me because I knew we was going to build a subfloor for it. I forgot to get that piece of plywood out there. But by the time we cut all that out, trim all of it out, and build a subfloor, it's going to be good. It's going to be cool. This door's got a little bit of Bondo in the bottom of it. I'll grind it out and we'll see what we can't do about welding that up and fixing it. But all this is in good shape. It's in really, really good shape. If you decide to put fenders back on it, we're not putting them back on it.
I don't want any fenders. I'm good.
They've been butchered on. They got a lot of rust in them. And I'd have way more time in them. Oh, wow, that was loud. I'd have way more time in them than what they're worth trying to fix them.
I like it. It looks sleeker.
So, oh man, wish we had some way to stick your cool Rocket Boo headlights up there. That's what it's missing, is its headlights.
Yeah.
But anyway, it looks cool. It's coming together. Do some cool steel wheels, either red or black. What'd you decide? Red?
I like the red ones.
With some big old white wall tires. Go ahead and get it low to the ground, chop the top. We got ideas. We're going to go in the direction that she wants to go with it. But we're not going to jump off in it full build right now. We just done this to kind of get a feel for it, get an idea about what we want to do. And that way I know what type of parts to start looking for at swap meets or marketplace and start rounding up stuff, because I don't have any Model A stuff, y'all. This here is It's all new to me. I know it's been around forever. I know these cars are, what'd you say, 94 years old? But we have never fooled with Model A stuff. Everything we fooled with was mostly from 67 to 72, and then of course our Fox bodies. So we love F100s and C10s and Camaros and Mustangs and Novas and Chevelles and everything from 67 to 72. But this is like the Hemi. I mean, this is diving off into something we've never messed with. But anyway, guys, me and Jennifer greatly appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Oh yeah, I did grind that off. It looks way better. Crappy wheel. I couldn't get in there though. I didn't have enough room for my grinder. But anyway, me and Jennifer appreciate y'all. We appreciate the support y'all give our channel. We appreciate all the comments, the likes, the shares. And if y'all don't mind, y'all please hit that subscribe button and the share button, the like button, and help us out some more. We would greatly appreciate it to kind of get our subscribers and our views on up. I mean, we feel like we've done pretty good. What is it, 9 months now?
August to be a year.
August will be a year.
Yeah.
Because when we started this, y'all, we were so new to YouTube.
We're still new to
Yes,
YouTube.
we're still new.
I am anyway.
Jennifer does all our editing, and I still get nervous on camera trying to talk to y'all and not sound like a goofball, even though I'm an old country redneck. But we appreciate it, y'all. We really, really do. So, thank y'all for tuning in and hanging out. And until the next one, y'all be safe. Work on your hot rod, hang out with your buddies, and have a good time. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.